Good morning. It is 7 a.m. Monday morning right now, and this is my morning routine, aka the greatest morning routine of all time. Now, I'm just kidding, but this morning routine helps me get shredded, be productive, connect with God, connect with a higher power, and just start every day with the confidence that I'm gonna have an amazing day. I love it. I want to show you guys, so maybe you guys can learn something, and maybe you guys can incorporate some part of it into your morning routine. Let's dive in. First order of business: brush my teeth, wash my face, shave, trim the beard, cold shower. All the boring stuff, but the cold shower is gonna wake me the fuck up. Quick PSA, guys. You can't have yellow teeth, all right? At least use a whitening mouthwash and a whitening toothpaste to whiten your teeth. Best case scenario, you're using those strips, but you can't have yellow teeth because I don't care how jacked you get, how ripped you get. Yellow teeth are gonna scare the girls and the guys away.
Smoke a lot, got a permanent cough. Popping them pills again. Used to think you was my dog. Now you're not my friend. Turn myself into a boss. I was born to win. Still know how to handle a loss. Me and Metro going in. Everything hit. I'm a son's hit.
Just got done with the cold shower. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling electric. Now I make my bed and I get dressed. If I don't get dressed, then I can't go out in society. And if I don't make my bed, I'm going to feel like a slob because I spend a majority of the time in my room and it just looks like shit right now. And later tonight, when I go into my room to go to bed, I'm gonna walk in there and just, it's not gonna be the same. Whereas if it's made, then I just crawl right in, snuggle right up with my pillow, and that's it, right? Making your bed helps you feel productive, yes, but you're really just doing it for your future self at night when you're just tired as shit. You just want to go to bed, and instead of like having to like wrestle the covers and fix them all, you just crawl right in, go right to sleep. Look at that. Looking all nice and shit. See, it just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good when you have a nice made bed. But now I'm going to go outside, read the Bible, do my morning pages, and pray. I will explain outside. I'm not going to lie, guys. I realized that I just lied to you. Because I said I'm going out, it's time to read the Bible, pray, morning pages. But I realized that we got to hydrate first. Completely forgot. It's weird when you have to talk about your own routine because you kind of forget. You just take things for granted, do things on autopilot. So, like 32 ounces of water, I believe this is, mixed with electrolytes, sea salt. If you know, you know, Red sea salt. But that basically wakes me up, helps me feel energized, and helps me hydrate better. If you just drink regular water, you're not hydrating as well as efficiently as if you take salt water. And I also mix it with creatine. 8 to 10 grams of creatine, electrolytes and water first thing in the morning. I'm intermittent fasting. None of that ruins the fast. I also weigh myself before that because you have to weigh yourself completely fasted or there's no point. You're always going to be all over the place. Just weighed myself before. 176, I'll pop it up. New low for the cut I'm on. I've been cutting for like 2.5 months. I got 2 weeks left. My goal is like 175, 174. Getting there in perfect timing. Also, if you guys didn't see there, I make my boy Nick wake up 7 a.m. every morning, make sure my coffee's ready. So he has it always ready for me. He's making it.
Kid literally bitches when I do make the coffee, when I don't. But what I know is if I didn't make the coffee, there would be no coffee.
No coffee. It's gotta be ready to go, all set. We used a Ninja. I woke up my other roommate. Whoa. This is the angry one. The angry roommate. But we use this coffee maker. It's fire because you can do like 2 different settings. This is not about, what coffee maker is the best. Black coffee is just amazing. We'll get to that. For now though, Bible morning pages. Now let's go outside. I'm trying to take you guys with me. Actually, no, I can't because I can't carry everything. So I'll see you there. Now we're outside in the beautiful Florida weather, summer. It's about 7:40 now. Usually I'm out here by like 7:20, 7:30, but filming takes up time. But now first thing I do is I write morning pages out here. Morning pages are 3 pages in a notebook, like this size. Hold on, this would open. 3 pages in a notebook like this size, and basically it's just straight stream of consciousness, where I put pen to paper and I don't think about what I have to write or what I should write. I just write, and it's just a great way to get like to brain dump, get the gunk out of your head. Great way to start the morning. I used to do this a lot, then I stopped, then I started again, and I realized how important it is, because you know, if you're anything like me and you wake up with like sometimes anxiety, stress, pressure. You know, I run my own business, fitness coach, mindset coach. There's a lot of pressure with that, doing your own thing. And I think there's a lot of things you have to do, and it's overwhelming. You can be in your mind. But if you wake up and just write everything down, your problems, how good you feel, how bad you feel, whatever it is, like whatever, just like straight stream of consciousness, you get done with those 3 pages, because 3 pages is a good amount. You feel amazing. You feel mental clarity. You feel like you know, like a weight lifted off your chest, a weight lifted off your mind. And it just does, I don't know, it does wonders for me as far as feeling good, brain dumping. But also I find like 2.5 pages in, 2 pages in, you start to like that thing you've been thinking about, that problem you've been trying to solve, that idea you've been trying to generate, it'll just come to you because you're in a free flow state by the 2nd page. And things just kind of come out of you that you don't even like, you get to the deeper layer, right? You get off the surface level. So it helps in all areas. Highly recommend morning pages. You just first thing in the morning, because it will drastically help you and make you feel good and just help you have the best day possible. And that's what a morning routine is supposed to help you have the best day possible. So I'm about to do that. It takes about like 5 to 10 minutes, probably like more like 8 minutes. And then, then I'll read the Bible, which the Bible right after, obviously, first thing in the morning, you wanna connect with a higher power. You know, you don't have to be, I'm not saying you have to be a Christian. I read the Holy Bible. I'm Christian. But connecting with a higher power, having faith, especially this early in the morning, early in the day, you get to connect with God, you get to connect with Jesus, and you just, you know, if you're worried, if you're stressed, you feel good. Because you know God, no matter what happens, it's God's plan. He has your back. Jesus died for our sins. There's practically nothing we can't do with the help of God. He made us in His image as a creator. Our job is to create. And what better way to connect with God than to read the Bible and then pray right after? Mainly thanking Him for everything, all the blessings in my life, and all the blessings to come. So I'm about to do that. Take me like 10-15 minutes, and then I'll take you guys along for the final part of the morning routine. See you there. Just finished the morning pages, Bible, prayer, and I'm feeling mental clarity, love, peace. Just, I mean, in that prayer, almost, I felt like I was meditating. Just finished the morning pages, Bible read, prayer. I feel amazing, mental clarity, great energy, just like really still on the inside, if that makes sense. Usually in the Bible, I read like 2 chapters, which isn't a lot because I don't want to make the morning routine too long. But if you're interested in reading the Bible and you want to start, highly recommend start in the New Testament. Read John's Gospel. That is the story of Jesus. That'll give you a good foundation of the Bible, the story of Jesus, Jesus himself. And then, you know, you can branch out to other parts of the New Testament. Maybe you can go to the Old Testament. But John is a great place to start. I got my Bible off Amazon also. We have morning pages mixed with the Bible, where I get to brain dump and then fill it with wisdom and love and peace and a higher power connection. There's nothing better than that. So after that, it's about 8:10. Now I'm gonna go for a walk and take you guys with me. Now it's time for the walk, the morning walk. Now, usually I try to get morning sunlight, but as you can see, it's like the one day out of like the last 18 where I decided to film this video and there's no sun, because in Florida, in the morning at least, like every day is sunny. But this is what I do. I go for a walk. I see my boy the owl, if you can see him. Where is he? Right there. Oh, I can't zoom in. He's right there. The owl's right there. I see that owl every single day, and he keeps me consistent, honestly, because if the owl's gonna show up every single day, I gotta show up every day for my walk, because I'm not getting beaten by a freaking owl. So he keeps me consistent, even though I'm gonna be consistent anyway, but it's like an extra little boost, little competition. But back to the walk. You gotta get morning sunlight, reassess the circadian rhythm. It helps you just wake up, feel better. And notice, guys, how I have not had any caffeine yet. No coffee, and it's like around 8:20, 8:30. And that's because if you have caffeine too early, before an hour after waking, you're gonna spike your cortisol through the roof, and then you're gonna crash, and you're gonna feel like shit. Not smart. You have to do it smart. Okay, so no caffeine until an hour at least, maybe even an hour and a half after you wake up. Okay, this car is coming up behind me. Neighbor. But yeah, no caffeine in the morning. And another part of the walk is, we got to get 10K steps a day, because 10K steps every day is going to keep us lean, keep us feeling good, and keep us mentally sharp. Okay, because when you walk, especially when you're walking with your thoughts, you're meditating, you're gonna get ideas. I get the best ideas of my life on walks. You're just gonna feel good. Walking is meant to make you feel good. You don't have to do a long walk. Like in the morning, I sometimes do like a 2,000 step walk or like a 1,000 step walk, a quick walk. But when you're gonna walk 10K steps a day, you're gonna wanna break it up. You know, the long walks can happen. I do the long walks sometimes when I just feel like getting it over with. Also, 10K step a day hack: when you're at the gym, instead of resting between sets, go for a walk, go for a lap around the gym. I get an extra like 3K steps at the gym just from walking in circles. You might look weird, but who cares, man? We're on a mission. Who cares about anyone else? But yeah, walk every morning. Quick walk, doesn't have to be long, just to kind of wake myself up, get the morning sunlight, and be one with nature, right? So this is what I do. This is the second to last aspect of my morning routine that helps me feel good, feel great, and energized for the day. I'm gonna finish the walk, make some Instagram stories, follow me on Instagram, IG Pat Kelly Performance, make some stories, and then finish the video. So I'll see you guys there. This is the greatest sound of all time. If my roommates would shut the hell up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Kid's gotta film himself pouring coffee. No one cares!
If you guys ever wondered what jealousy looks like, right there, man.
Yo, nah,
I got a
$10.
6-pack and he doesn't. But that's me pouring my black coffee. Now, all I have to do, so it's about 8:30. This is way longer than I usually take. No, it's like 8:40. This is way longer than I usually take for my morning routine. But filming, believe it or not, takes up some time. So we are about to drink the coffee. I sit down, fly in my room. That's not the most optimal thing to happen. But let me show you guys, because this is kind of like my morning routine. So I'm also a high ticket closer, as well as a fitness coach, mindset coach. I take some calls in the morning, and then I already met with all my clients over the weekend, had our weekly check-ins. I'll text them as well. around this time. And I also look at my vision board. which my vision board right here, every morning, Mercedes-Benz AMG GT63S 4-door coupe. That's the car I want. Presidential day date Rolex. $5,600,778.82 in my bank account, and then a Miami penthouse. That is on my vision board. Now, the most important thing is retiring my mom, paying her bills, and doing all that. So I will not be getting any of this stuff until I do that. But I don't want to look at a board with a picture of, like rent paid, or like, I don't even know what a picture of, what would encapsulate that. So instead I look at this. Every single morning I also have a quote there that helps me, but I also write down my goals for the day. I just did my Sunday planning last night, and then I start deep work. Then I start either take sales calls, or I get, start making videos. Like I said, check in with clients, brainstorm, do all that stuff. So that's the end of the morning. It usually takes around an hour, but that's it. And like I said, don't drink coffee until at least an hour and a half after you wake up, or else you're going to spike your cortisol too high, and then you're going to be jittery, stressed, and you're probably going to crash your energy. So that's the morning routine. Helps me out. You guys don't have to copy it, but I highly suggest having a morning routine that raises your frequency, helps you feel good, gets you in the right state of mind to conquer the day. Because if you're in a negative state, you're not going to have a good day. You got to be in a positive. Whatever is going to get you in that positive state, do for the rest of your life. Love you guys. Peace out. I'll see you next video.